One day, the teacher entered the classroom excitedly. She greeted the students and asked each of them to take out a piece of paper and write on it a list of the names of his classmates, leaving a space between each name. Then she asked them to write the most beautiful thing that could be said about each classmate in this class. The empty space, and the teacher told them that she would collect the papers after the holiday. Indeed, each student began preparing his paper and writing on it what the teacher had requested. After the holiday, the teacher collected all the papers and wrote the name of each student on a separate sheet of paper, and beneath it was a list of everything his colleagues had written about him. Then she gave each student, male and female, the paper that contained what his friends had written about him in the classroom. After a short time, a broad smile began to appear on everyone's faces as they read the papers, and phrases in a happy tone were repeated throughout the classroom, such as, "Really? I did not know that I was loved to this degree by my colleagues. I never realized that I meant anything to anyone." The day passed and the students forgot about the papers, but the test bore fruit and achieved the desired results, as everyone was happy and pleased with themselves and with others as well. And that group of students grew, moved from class to class, and graduated from school. After many years, one of these students became an officer and was killed in the Vietnam War. The teacher attended the funeral, and this was the first time she had seen a soldier in a military shroud. He was handsome and beautiful, and the church was filled with friends of this old soldier from school, and they surrounded the coffin wishing him mercy and forgiveness. The teacher was the last to bless the body, so the soldier came to her and asked her, so he came. The soldier went to her and asked her, "Are you Mark's mathematics teacher?" She nodded, and the soldier said, "Mark talked about you a lot." After the funeral ended, Mark's father and mother came to talk to the teacher and asked her to come with them so that they could show her something. Then his father took out 2 papers from his wallet with sticky tapes on them, and they showed the age and traces of the years very clearly. Then he gave these papers to the teacher and told her that they found these on top of them. Mark's body when he was killed, the teacher immediately recognized the papers, as they were a list of good qualities that Mark's classmates had written. When the teacher told them about this, Mark's mother began to cry bitterly as she said, "We thank you very much for doing this." You see, Mark considered it his wealth. The rest of Mark's old colleagues began to gather around the teacher and tell her that they still have this list, too, and one of them muttered, "I think we all have our lists."